Like I feel... What was that?
I don't have it. I don't know what the hell that was.
I don't have my bear spray on me. It's on the other side of my car.
Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying. But what happens when you encounter someone or something you'd rather never meet? Like this first encounter, for example, captured by Bear and his nephew Jakey. Bear, alongside his nephew Jakey, takes viewers on eerie expeditions into the unknown. Their adventures often involve exploring remote or purportedly haunted locations, always seeking evidence of the unexplained. With their unique blend of curiosity and cautious exploration, they keep their audience captivated. But one day, they would come to understand just how unpredictable and unsettling these adventures could truly become. Ready for another adventure, Bear and Jakey arrived at a remote location within the area known as Shadow Figure Forest.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jared Bear. I got my nephew Jakey with me tonight.
Hi.
We are hunting Sasquatch. We are in a whole different area, Shadow Figure Forest, where we've done a live and seen some crazy things moving around.
Armed with their camera gear and camping supplies, their goal was to hunt for evidence of Sasquatch. They explained their plan to set up a base camp near a frozen lake, make a fire, cook some food, and listen for any signs, emphasizing the new territory they were exploring.
Now, you guys have already found all kinds of crazy things in the other area over there. The path that we're about to take now, I've never taken. Jakey don't know it, so this is brand new for the both of us, which makes it even a little more better. So anyway, the plan is we got chairs, we got a fire pit, we got some food. We're going to go hike a ways. Now, there is a frozen lake right over there and an island that sits off in there.
Set up camp at the island.
Camp on the island.
As they hiked deeper, they used their homemade wood knocker and attempted a whoop call, hoping for a response from their elusive target. The surrounding woods seemed quiet, save for the sounds of their own movement and the occasional natural noise.
Just in case, no sense starting out with falling through the lake. Because we got like a...
Go a little farther in and then...
Yeah, we got a bunch to explore here that we had no idea. Huh.
That looks like that just came down. That root just either it grew out like that or grew up and fell.
It was lodged like that. But there has been a little more snowfall, so none of these tracks look like anybody's back here right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they've been back here for a while. That one sort of looks a little fresher, but... Whoa! Whoa! Again, man, that little bank. So we gotta be careful. Watch that cliff there, too.
That would be good if I fell.
No. Be chilly. Man, we got a fire going. That looks like it could have been a weird trek. It's like a heart.
Deer.
As they walked deeper, they noticed not only a faint light flickering in the distance, but also numerous footprints along the path. The trail itself was steep and treacherous, sloping downward and difficult to navigate. As they continued their hike, searching for a suitable place to set up their base camp, the woods grew quieter, the atmosphere shifting from adventurous to slightly unsettling. They noticed strange potential tracks and heard faint, unidentifiable scuffling sounds nearby.
What kind of track is that? We're following it. Look, it went up here to the side then. Did some more scuffling. Something small and wiry. The sky looks pretty cool. Oh. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was big.
What is that?
I don't know, but that was a weird sound.
What is that back there right there?
Do you see something?
Yeah.
Is that a root ball maybe?
Might be.
Or a monster? We was reading up a little on Bigfoot on the way here.
Yeah.
And Jakey's like, I had no idea he could be 9 foot tall.
This was when they heard a distinct, loud thud echoing through the trees, much larger than any small animal could make. This sound marked a change in the night, introducing a palpable sense of unease that settled over them. Choosing a spot, they began setting up their small camp, getting their fire pit ready and gathering firewood. As they worked, a distant light caught their attention, seemingly getting closer than it should have been, adding another layer of mystery to the already strange environment.
So, what about this? That light over there.
I don't know what that is.
We're getting really close.
Is it getting closer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can tell I'm as closer as that.
That does look close. I haven't looked at it for a minute, but why is that closer? That's weird.
We've been walking the woods for a while.
Yeah.
If that's a house,
I
that's...
didn't notice it that close before that. That is pretty close.
I kind of want to walk that way and see like what it is now.
Take them to go get some firewood with them.
Okay.
While one of them was gathering wood a short distance from the camp, they heard another sound, this time more like a dog or something similar, though not very loud. Despite the growing oddities, they successfully got their fire going and started preparing their meal, trying to maintain some semblance of normalcy.
I heard something that way.
Did you?
That way I heard something.
What did it sound like?
It sounded more like a dog or anything. It was kind of...
I heard a dog earlier. I didn't hear it when you were just out.
It wasn't very loud though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it seems like a
It was
dog
very,
really
yeah,
far off.
yeah.
However, the strange sounds didn't cease. While cooking, they heard another series of distinct thuds, seeming to come from different directions around their camp. The sheer volume and proximity of these sounds were alarming, causing them to pause and listen intently, trying to discern their source in the dark woods.
I just heard something moving like right over there. Did you hear anything?
I saw you look over there, so I looked up my head.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was a big thud. I forgot we've heard something weird earlier. That was so long ago. That was a thud for sure. Did you just hear something moving over there? I don't have no... There it is. It came from this direction. That was loud. That was a huge bang over there. Well, you just heard something coming from there again?
Yeah. Did you not hear that thump? It was farther out.
Later, a particularly loud and eerie sound described as a rake or screech echoed nearby, followed by more thuds, one sounding particularly close to their base camp. Tension peaked when they spotted what appeared to be a dark mass or a shadow figure through the trees. This visual confirmation of something unexplained being nearby, combined with the continuous strange noises, the thuds, the rake sound, and now a weird humming coming from multiple directions, significantly heightened their fear.
See something down there?
What is that?
Wait a minute, what is that? That's something solid there, isn't it? Do you see what I'm looking at? Are we looking at the same thing right now?
The white thing?
No, the solid brown thing. Like it's a mass. Right behind that tree.
I don't see it.
It's like a dark mass right there.
Like where? Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that back there? It's like two dark masses. There's like one further back too. Wait a minute, it's gone now. Whoa. Shadow figure forest. Again. Whoa. Dude, I just seriously just seen a... There's eyes way back there, but I just seen like a shadow arm, and it wasn't yours. I thought at first it could have been you, but it wasn't. It couldn't have been.
What was the color eyes?
The eyes are way... I don't see... Oh. The eyes are way back there. Look, come here. They're split in between those trees. See that? Way back there. But right in front of those trees, too. I have to look in the... Oh, it's gone. The eye moved. No, there it is. Oh, is it coming closer? Do you see the eye yet? You don't see it?
No.
The feeling of being watched intensified. They reported seeing eyes darting and a shadow arm, feeling increasingly convinced that something was stalking them. Then, a deep guttural growl or vocalization erupted extremely close to their location, shaking them both.
And there's something just watching us right now. Is this my bigger Let me try a bigger flashlight. Ooh. Was that more just right there? Is something coming right up on us, man? I thought I seen eyes flash like dart right here. And I don't see the ones that were back there no more.
Did you hear that?
Something right there, huh?
That was thump. Again.
Right around our... I know. I feel like something's haunting us. I think there's more than one, actually.
Put your flashlight over there. Right there.
Where?
Right where my flashlight's at.
Where?
What is that? It moved. It's not there no more.
Man, I'm telling you, something's in here. The one back there's still sitting. I've seen it. But I just seen another set, like, dart running this way. Like, I feel... What was that? Man, I don't have my gun on me, Jakey.
You came out here without a gun.
I don't have my gun on me.
And you knew this was the...
We have knives. What is that?
You know, we're playing in medieval times.
Man, that freaking...
This barrage of audio and visual anomalies became overwhelming.
Oh, shh.
Hey, shh.
Is there something walking? There's another crack over there, too.
Okay. Love you.
Yeah, right. It has been all here. But that was like footsteps right now walking across snow and ice. You could hear the crunching.
Yeah.
What was that, man? That was vocal.
Yeah.
The longer they stayed, the more clearly they could hear someone creeping around, footsteps echoing, as if someone were walking and watching them. As the unsettling events grew, from unexplained thuds and eerie voices to brief, shadowy sightings and the overwhelming sense of being surrounded by strange humming presences, they were ultimately forced to make a difficult decision. The sounds continued as they quickly packed up their gear, deciding to abandon their planned night of camping and head back.
I feel like we need to get all this stuff and get out of here.
That's funny. I was just thinking. I sort of wanted to keep going on, but I sort of got that feeling also. Oh. Okay. Should we see what's around that bend first? Or should we go?
We should go.
Okay. Okay, let's listen to you. I had that feeling we should too, so we'll just... And that rake screech. Oh man, I got a bad feeling right now. Oh, every hair on my body's standing straight up. Hold on, look. Shh.
The mystery of what stalked them that night in Shadow Figure Forest remains, leaving them with a profound sense of unease and the certainty that they were not alone. While spirits might be unsettling, unknown entities in the wilderness that make physical noises and seem to observe you are far more terrifying. Bear and Jakey faced a series of unexplained events that pushed their limits and instincts. Their decision to leave when the situation became overwhelming likely ensured their safety. One thing's for sure, the memory of that night in Shadow Figure Forest will stay with them. Venturing into abandoned and forgotten places can be eerie, but what happens when the silence is broken by sounds that suggest you're not alone? Or worse, someone is trying to keep you there. This event is an unsettling journey of an urban explorer who revisited a location haunted by a past encounter, only to find the activity had escalated. Quick interruption. If you're enjoying this video, why not hit that subscribe button? We're on a mission to hit 300,000 subscribers, and when we do, 3 lucky fans will win a limited edition items. Right now, 61.2% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. We're pushing for at least 40%, and we need your help to make it happen. It's completely free, and your support helps us make even more awesome videos. So, don't miss out, subscribe now, and let's get back to the video. Meet Franco, the creator behind the YouTube channel Franco TV. Through his videos, he takes viewers on immersive journeys to abandoned and forgotten places, documenting the remnants of the past and often encountering unexplained phenomena. With a keen eye for detail and a passion for uncovering hidden histories, Franco navigates eerie landscapes and crumbling structures, sharing his often terrifying experiences with his audience. But one location in particular held a chilling memory, drawing him back for a potentially dangerous revisit. Driven by a previous unsettling experience, Franco returned to a massive abandoned facility specifically to explore an underground tunnel system. On his last visit, he had seen something creepy at the end of the tunnel and heard what sounded like bizarre laughing and other activity, suggesting the location was far from empty.
Thank you for watching Franco TV. So I've made it into another abandoned location. Now this place seems to be empty at the time, but I want to come here for one specific reason. The last time I was here, I found this underground tunnel that goes way deep into the bottom of the, under the whole facility. And the last time I was here, I saw something creepy at the end of the tunnel where it looked like it lifted up or something. Something was there. And what sounded like creepy laughing also occurring inside this tunnel. There was a lot of activity that was going on within this tunnel. This place is extremely creepy, and I want to take you guys in there. That being said, let's hope nobody's here and I don't get in trouble for being here, because this place is massive. And let's get into the video.
Upon arrival, before even entering the main structure, something entirely unsettling took place.
I don't know what the hell that was. Sound like a gunshot. I'm in a weird part of town, but as you can see, this place looks quiet. I was just gonna say this whole place looks like it's dead, and then I just heard a gunshot. But there's absolutely nothing.
An unsettlingly loud sound, potentially a gunshot, pierced the silence, serving as an immediate warning sign. Despite the eerie atmosphere and acknowledging the place looked dead, he heard unexplained knocking sounds nearby, leaving him with an instant sense of dread and giving him chills even before beginning his deeper exploration.
I'm hearing knocking, but I am hearing what sounds like it stopped. Oh fuck, I already got chills just coming here. Holy shit. I just heard another noise.
As he moved closer to the entrance, he heard a distinct noise, then the same pounding sound he remembered from his previous visit. This time, however, it sounded deeper inside, almost as if it was emanating from the very core of the structure, or perhaps the tunnel itself. He felt an unnerving sense that the sound was beckoning him, wanting him to go down into the darkness below.
Whoa, what the I just got something in here. Listen. Holy shit. I'm hearing the pounding again, but it's deeper inside. I think it wants me to go down in there. You want me to go inside? I could do that. Alright, I'm gonna go inside.
Committing to his plan, Franco made his way inside the abandoned building and into the tunnel entrance. Oddly, the pounding sound seemed to cease the moment he stepped across the threshold, leaving a sudden, unsettling silence in its wake.
Hola? Is someone or something trying to get my attention?
Exploring the initial sections of the tunnel, Franco noted details. He pushed deeper into the subterranean passage, a long, dark stretch ahead of him.
Check this out. See this? This is a really old electrical outlet. And they used to put like these little things, carry the electricity from post to post. And this would be separator, so it wouldn't cause like a ground or something, or it would touch and, you know, shut the whole power off or blow up. But this is super old. They actually have this at the Stanley Hotel. Fuck. I knew it was gonna happen too. I was like, it always happens when you're not paying attention.
The silence didn't last long. A sudden bang echoed through the tunnel, followed shortly after by sounds seemingly coming from further down the passage. A feeling of fight or flight immediately washed over him, the oppressive darkness amplifying the sense of being watched.
I just heard like a bang over here. Is there anyone here with me that would like to talk? Feel free to do so. Now's your time, son. I'm here for a limited time only. I heard something down the hall. Was that you? Literally, my mind is like fight or flight right now, like just to get the hell out of here.
As he ventured further into the echoing tunnel, Franco heard distinct movement ahead. The sound seemed amplified by the metal structures within the passage, creating a loud, vibrating effect. He noticed signs that someone might have recently been through the area, finding sections that looked forcibly opened, leading him to suspect recent activity, possibly theft.
Something's moving down here. And basically, it sounds loud because it's echoing from this huge metal bar here. You see this bar? I don't know how far up there it's echoing from, but it's making this whole thing vibrate. Start opening things up. You see this? I don't remember any of this being opened the last time I was here. I think somebody was coming in here to steal some copper or something. Look at this. There's even a piece of wood in here that's been lifted up. And I think that's because somebody was...
The unsettling noises continued. After a faint noise, undeniable footsteps became audible deeper in the tunnel. Panic began to set in as the realization hit. Someone or something was moving towards him. The sound of footsteps grew more distinct, confirming his fear that he was not alone.
I just heard like a big noise. It was very faint. I don't think you guys heard it. But I definitely heard something. I hear footsteps. Somebody's coming. Hola? if there's somebody still down here?
The atmosphere grew thicker with dread. Franco heard sounds that resembled breathing and, feeling increasingly threatened, decided to draw his knife. Strange noises persisted, culminating in a distinct whistling sound originating from the far end of the tunnel, the same area where he had experienced activity before.
Háblame. I'm still hearing noises. I just heard what sounded like somebody breathing. Yep, fuck it. I'm taking out the knife. What? Somebody's whistling. At the end of the tunnel. I'm trying to see if you guys could see it. Háblame. ¿Quién está allá? Talk to me. Who's there? What is your name? Hello?
Reaching the end, he attempted to communicate, asking who was there.
So you're malicious. Are your remains down here?
A voice of the spirit talker responded, chillingly stating malicious, followed later by our remains. Switching to a thermal camera revealed a cold spot and a shadow-like anomaly, and shortly after, the camera detected movement and something small and light-colored near a corner, adding a visual element to the auditory terror.
Continue. Whatever it is, it's like a cold. It's registering cold. I just got some movement behind me. I don't know what that was, but I just heard movement. I'm picking something up in the thermal. Oh, fuck. I just seen something on the thermal imaging, something small and kind of lit up, kind of white.
Overwhelmed by panic and the relentless, strange activity, Franco decided to make his way out. As he retreated, the noises seemed to follow, coming from the direction of his only exit. The eerie whistling continued, adding to the psychological torment.
Out of here. I just want to go back towards the front and get some air because I'm panicking down here. I keep hearing weird shit. And now I'm hearing it from my only way out of here. And I saw something on thermal.
The video abruptly ended with sounds suggesting a sudden, possibly physical encounter, leaving the outcome uncertain and heightening the sense of danger.
What the hell is that?
Oh god. Sean, careful. I think they caught us.
With a hammer.
Yeah, just one dance a month. One dance a month. I was playing.
I thought that was a chick.
Hands on your head now!
Shit, Sean!
The experience in the abandoned tunnel presented a terrifying combination of auditory and visual anomalies. Unexplained pounding, footsteps, breathing, whistling, voices, cold spots, and thermal signatures. Whether these were caused by a lingering, possibly malicious presence, recent human trespassers, or a combination of both, remains a mystery. Franco's return to the location escalated from unsettling activity to a direct confrontation of sounds and potential presence, proving that sometimes revisiting the past can lead you into a nightmare in the present. Exploring the wilderness can be a peaceful escape, but sometimes the silence holds unsettling secrets. What happens when you feel an unseen presence, questioning your own senses as you venture alone into nature? This clip will make you wonder what might be watching you the next time you step off the beaten path. Meet Mike, the creator behind the YouTube channel Mike National. Mike's channel focuses on outdoor adventures and exploration, often documenting his solo journeys through various landscapes. His videos capture the beauty and challenges of nature, bringing viewers along on his expeditions. With a straightforward approach, Mike shares his experiences, but during one particular outing, he would come to question his own perceptions and whether he was truly alone. On this day, Mike was out in a natural setting, documenting his surroundings as he often does. The video captures the typical atmosphere of his explorations. However, the feeling of solitude began to shift, replaced by a growing unease.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now? I got you now, motherfucker. I got you now, motherfucker. Look at this beautiful moss, by the way. Do you hear it? Look. Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in the light. Look at that. Oh my God.
An unsettling feeling took hold, leading Mike to repeatedly verbalize the sense that he was being watched, even stalked. He directed his camera, attempting to capture whatever was causing this feeling of being followed. The tension mounted as he tried to pinpoint the source of his discomfort, reacting to what he perceived as a presence. There was a man in the distance in all black clothes, following Mike. As the strange feeling persisted, Mike asked if he was crazy for seeing or sensing something, emphasizing that he was by himself in the location. Though the specific cause of Mike's unease remains unclear, the encounter highlights how quickly a peaceful solo exploration can turn unnerving when you feel watched or sense something inexplicable. Was it just his mind playing tricks in the solitude, or was there genuinely someone else present? The experience was enough to leave Mike visibly shaken and questioning what he had just gone through. Venturing out into nature can be a peaceful escape, but sometimes the quiet is broken by encounters that leave you feeling deeply unsettled. Tonight, we're exploring a disturbing real-life experience shared by a creator that highlights the chilling unknown intentions of strangers. Meet Nicholas Piparo, the creator behind the channel of the same name. Nicholas often shares his journeys and observations from his outings. However, on one particular day, a seemingly simple trip took a strange and uncomfortable turn when he realized he wasn't as alone as he thought. Nicholas was out, perhaps enjoying the tranquility near a river, calling out for his companion, Lola. But the peace was soon broken.
Lola, come here. How's it going?
This was when he spotted two individuals in the distance. These figures, initially far down the river, seemed to be watching him. But then they began to approach, slowly drawing nearer. As they closed the distance, their behavior grew stranger.
Come here. Come here.
Instead of interacting or passing by, they came closer, pretending to look at the trees, but their gaze remained locked on him and simply stood there, silent, staring. Nicholas immediately felt this was sketchy and realized that the entire situation, being watched from a distance, approached, and then subjected to silent, intense staring, was deeply unsettling. It earned a genuine feeling of unease.
Alright, those dudes are just standing there staring at me. Sketchy. I don't know if they wanted something or what, but they were peeping me out from down the river, and then they came closer and closer, then they were just tending to look at the trees, and then they kept staring at me. Fuck. Usually people like say something or whatever. They're just standing there staring, like, especially peeking past the trees halfway down the river and then getting closer and closer and then standing next to me and just staring at me. Yikes.
While the intentions of these two individuals remain unknown, their strange behavior left Nicholas feeling vulnerable and observed. Unlike the fear of the supernatural, the fear of the unknown motives of real people can be far more tangible and disturbing. This unsettling encounter is a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest sense of dread comes not from what you can't see, but from the watchful eyes of strangers. Spending time alone in nature can be a profound experience, but it also comes with inherent risks. What happens when you find yourself face to face with the wilderness's most formidable inhabitants? This is a terrifying encounter that proves just how quickly a peaceful solo trip can turn into a fight-or-flight situation. Meet Christine, the creator behind the YouTube channel Nomad Unknown. After 8 months of car living, she decided to pivot, leaving endless highway miles behind to seek out wild spaces for healing and belonging, entering what she calls her dirtbag era. Her channel documents this intentional shift, focusing on slowing down and letting nature shape her journey. But sometimes, nature can shape you in ways you'd never anticipate, forcing instincts to take over.
I always like to have the most private side. Where I'm backed into, because it's where I spend more time, you know, cooking out the tailgate and stuff like that. I know a lot of people say back in for safety so you can pull away. Like, dude, if somebody's blocking me in, does it make more sense to ram them with the front of my car or the back of my car? Back of my car. That wasn't a question.
Christine found a campsite in the Bridger Teton National Forest, just outside Grand Teton National Park. It was a dispersed camping area within a parking lot-like setup, but she let her guard down slightly. Suddenly, movement caught her eye in the nearby meadow. What she saw sent a jolt of pure adrenaline through her, and her body reacted instantly, moving before her brain could fully process the danger.
I don't have my bear spray on me. It's on the other side of my car. Oh my God. Bear! Bear in camp.
Bear!
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm shaking.
It was a full-grown grizzly bear, and it was moving towards her. In utter panic, Christine's first instinct was to put something between herself and the bear. By the time she rounded the corner of her car, the massive animal was terrifyingly close. As she tried to get into her car, fumbling because her laptop blocked the door, she caught another glimpse of the grizzly, which had moved around the front of her vehicle, seemingly following her. This behavior struck her as particularly unsettling, suggesting it wasn't merely passing through but perhaps had some interest in her or her camp. With her bear spray frustratingly out of immediate reach on the other side of the car, she felt completely defenseless. It was at this moment, amidst the panic, that she managed to start filming. While screaming "bear in camp" to alert others nearby, Christine knew she needed to move. The video footage shows her shaking, the sheer terror evident in her voice and actions. Although the bear eventually moved on, the encounter left Christine shaken and reconsidering the risks of solo camping in grizzly country. While she wouldn't change anything about her general life choices, the experience served as a stark reminder of nature's power and the importance of being prepared, prompting her to think about keeping bear spray on her person at all times while at camp. Fortunately, Christine was unharmed, a testament to her quick instincts and the proximity of other campers who offered support and safety. The encounter highlights the raw unpredictability of the wild and how quickly a peaceful moment can escalate into a heart-stopping fight for safety. Venturing into remote wilderness can reveal breathtaking beauty, but sometimes it can also lead to unsettling encounters you never see coming. Here we're exploring a serene creek hike that took a sudden, alarming turn, and this story might make you think twice before exploring off the beaten path. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Harbor Explore. Through his videos, he takes viewers on immersive journeys exploring creeks, finding waterfalls, and discovering the natural beauty hidden around the Coffs Harbour area of Australia. With his mate Shuro often joining him, their explorations showcase stunning landscapes. But sometimes, these serene adventures can lead to unexpected and unsettling confrontations. Setting out for another exploration, the creator and his friend Shuro headed into the Sherwood area, planning to explore a creek they hadn't walked before, specifically hoping to find some waterfalls rumored to be along its course.
All right, what's going on, guys? We are back on another mission. I'm out with my mate Shuro, as usual. And yeah, we're just out in the Sherwood area. So we're just gonna explore a little creek that we haven't walked before. Apparently there's a couple of pretty nice waterfalls on it, so we're gonna go try find them. As per usual, see what else we can find.
The video began with the creator introducing the mission, expressing excitement about exploring this new creek. They quickly started making their way into the gorge, immediately struck by the unexpected beauty surrounding them.
It is way more beautiful than I thought it would be in here. Yeah, me and Shuro were just saying, we are blown away by how bloody beautiful it is in here. It's a little bit different to what we're used to. It's sandstone, and yeah, you just don't expect it to be this bloody nice from the start of the creek, so.
Their journey continued, navigating the creek bed and being constantly amazed by the stunning cascades and rock formations.
Mate, I'm not even worried about finding big waterfalls now. I am blown away by this creek. That cascade there is so bloody beautiful. Yeah, we're getting on some really bloody cool cascades as we get down this creek.
Deciding to explore further, they peeled off the main creek to follow a promising tributary. They hiked up this smaller creek, spotting a waterfall ahead and pushing forward despite having a time limit.
All right, we're just going to peel off this main creek for a bit. There's a little bit of a trib running in, so we're going to go hike up that a little bit. It's almost just as much flow on this as the main creek, so we'll go up here anyway and see what we can find. All right, we're just heading up this trib. We can see a bit of a waterfall up ahead, so we'll go check it out. Got a bit of a time limit because Shuro's got to get back to pick his kids up, so we'll go as far as we can anyway.
It was during this deeper push into the tributary that the serene exploration took a sudden and unnerving turn.
All right, so we're just jetting out of here. Probably even a little bit quicker now. Old mate just came down and told us that we're on private property, but I don't know. I don't think we are. We're on the creek. Like, you can't really be on private property for a walk in a creek, but anyway, the size of the machete that he had with him, we thought we'd listen. So we've got to jet out of here anyway, so see you back to the car. Bit exciting when a fella comes out of the bush with a bloody massive machete. Give you the hot tip.
As they were making their way out, they were approached by an older man who claimed they were on private property. This immediately created an unsettling atmosphere, but what truly sent a jolt of fear through them was the sight of what the man was carrying. The size of the machete he had with him was impossible to ignore and instantly changed the dynamic from a simple trespass warning to something far more intimidating. The sudden appearance of the man and the prominent display of the machete left no room for argument or lingering questions. Despite believing they were in a public creek bed, the implied threat was clear. Their immediate priority shifted from exploration to safety and a swift exit. They decided to jet out of there as quickly as possible, the previous enjoyment of the beautiful scenery overshadowed by the need to get back to the car safely. Even as they hurried away, the feeling of being watched or potentially pursued lingered.
Alright, quick check, no machete. See if our tyres are punctured or not.
They took a moment to check behind them, ensuring the figure wasn't following. Reaching the road didn't entirely alleviate the tension. A final check was needed. They quickly checked their vehicle, specifically their tires, a small but significant act, reflecting the unsettling thought of potential sabotage after the intimidating encounter. Encounters with strangers in remote areas can be unpredictable, and when intimidation and potential threat enter the picture, the experience transforms entirely. While the exact intentions of the man remain unclear, was it truly about private property or something more? The presence of the machete turned a potentially polite interaction into a moment of genuine fear. The creator and Shuro's quick reaction ensured they avoided a potentially dangerous confrontation, but the memory of that unsettling encounter will undoubtedly linger long after the beauty of the creek fades. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.